Good morning and welcome to Colbert Sports. Right, we have three selections today. Plenty of racing on. There was a few other horses I had to leave out as well. I didn't want to get over involved. I'll come to them in a minute, but first let's kick it off. Or let's just recap yesterday. We had one selection in Suddle. No real excuses, just beaten by a better horse on the day. We tipped up the Charles Hills horse. I thought he'd kind of done what he'd done, can be a little slow away, but I thought he was close enough, if good enough, and I won't make any excuses. He was just beaten by a better horse on the day. Right, so on to today. Castle Russian in the 123 at Newcastle. Very interesting, lightly raced 8-year-old. I thought he jumped okay on debut. He did make a couple of mistakes in a row and then kind of parting ways with Brian Hughes, but I do think a mark of 130 is fair. Fame and Glories tend to take an age to figure life out. He did win as a young horse, however, and looked impressive in doing so. So I think this lad is still probably well handicapped, unexposed as a chaser. Let's hope he can put that behind him and get the win. 3 points win, tipped up on the service of 4-1 this morning. Right, and then we have 3.35 at Sandown. The Jello, is it? What a winner this was for Phoenicia Williams in Exeter. He done everything, travelled, finished out like a really good one, like a real well handicapped one. It's hard for them to go back 10 days later then in Haydock. And I just thought to myself, he over-travelled. He just done things a little bit too kind of scatty. And then he tired late on, but he stuck to his guns well enough when the winner went on and won well. He didn't let the third horse get any closer to him. I reckon off 129, there could be more to come. There's an opportunity in this race for him to sit nice and handy without a lot of pressure. On paper, a lot of the horses tend to take a lead. So hopefully he might get a nice posse, do things a little bit more relaxed than he did in Haydock the last day. And he's a better jumper than he jumped in Haydock. So, you know, I'm hoping he doesn't make any silly mistakes. I think the last day he was just a little bit kind of wired, maybe just worried a little bit, backing up quick off the back of a career best performance in Exeter. So we'll go. The Jello is definitely interesting today. I think he's a 4 points win. I've put him out as real interested runner. And in turn the Civila, 2 points win. Interesting runner, schooled around in a couple of races, in a couple of good races. It was behind a couple of good horses in Warwick, schooled around nicely, and then it ran in fast last when it was out the back, kept in its hands, learning how to jump. Back in distance today, and I'd say the 2 races at Rennan were, the first 2 races were much better than this kind of grade. Let's hope we see a much bigger performance. Now, first time going right-handed is a little worry because he's never done it. Hopefully he doesn't jump left or at him, because I seen they kept him right down the inside these 2 runs so far, but I'm hoping that's just the way it was. They were trying to settle him. So we'll go 2 points win, in turn the Civila, 205 win Canton, 7-2. Only a 5-year-old, has upside for sure, but we want to see him put in the race this time. You know, they've only schooled him around twice. We want to see him now up there. He's loads of gears, he travels well, and they've got plenty of schooling in by now. It's time to let him on. Right, so that's Castle Russian, the 123 at Newcastle, 3 points win at 4-1. The Jallo, 4 points win at 4-1. And in turn, the Civila, 2 points win in the 205 of Wincanton at 7-2. Right, the very best of luck. Another couple of horses I was interested in was Corrigan Rock in Sandown. We tipped it up the last day. It was a dynamite winner, but it was a dynamite winner of a bad race. Now, he is a progressive horse for sure. He took to the track well. Right-handed, that suits him really well, but this is a much better race today. The likes of Grey Diamond and Pharaoh Bamboo, they're consistently running in good races. Corrigan Rock is unexposed. Could he win? Yes, but for me, he's up, I think, 8 or 9 pounds in a much better race. I've decided to sit out and just watch and brief for the future. Alright, there's them 3. The very best of luck, Mad Merrigan for Colbert Sports.